What we know to be 100% true, is that the biggest scumbags, the lowest class, the most uneducated, came together in a Ponzi scheme. That would be anyone living in LA, all the hoes we're watching with plastic surgery nightmare faces, who came together based on their fact their mommies and daddies had money, to have no experience in work, to use networking of abuse, to deteriorate American culture to become the Kardashians, which is nasty. That's the devil. Everybody talks about. I'm gonna give you some evidence here of what it looks like to be the devil. Go look at Kim Kardashian's behavior. That's the devil. That is what she's learned it from. That is somebody who's a violent offender. And that's why everyone in this country is so up in arms angry, because she taught all of these other freaks how to be the devil. And that's Arab culture, which is what Monavan represents. See, Monavan's brain works like a... That's her brain constantly. And in those actions of thought is, I'm great, I'm wonderful, affirmation, 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 I'm wonderful, you think I'm wonderful, you think I'm sorry, but an American would know that that's nonsense. That's how Qatar operates. And so then they walk around all smooth and soft. And everybody fucking hates that shit. New Yorkers should be fucking disgusted by this shit. New Yorkers should be disgusted by the low vibe models. People hate models. I know it's hard for you to understand because now you're all putting your shit on influencer. And you've got bots telling you that not only are you pretty now, but now people want to hear what you have to say. Now that's why you became a model. And I'm going to let you know that models are not attractive. That's why they become models. They have no shape. They have no personality. All you do is stand there and walk. And then these people are now, what? The new educators on how we're supposed to behave in emotion? Meanwhile, you've got Hollywood actors and actresses teaching people how to behave like actors and actresses. And then nobody's going to say anything about it? Well, you then invite migrants to learn how to behave like actresses and models. And now we've got influencers who are 20-something kids who are now having children, who are using them as cash cows. And let's not forget about the giggling squad and the people who were invited to the White House. If this doesn't wake you up, I don't know what will. And if this country falls, it will be on the shoulders of the American people. Do you understand what I'm telling you? That you all accepted this because you didn't say anything about it. And so these little shits that you raised decided they wanted a free ride. They wanted to be actors and actresses. They wanted another 9/11 so they could feel something inside, because they were too busy looking at Kim Kardashian rub all over herself because her mom was unwilling to tell her that she's a piece of garbage. Now I'm waiting for you to react because they love the reaction, which is a biochemical reaction of the destruction of countries across the globe, so that Kim Kardashian can wear a bikini and Mona Van can take a photograph at Fly Fish Club so that she can feel like she's somebody in the world. I mean, you have got to be a fucking immature child with no fucking brain to understand that's what she thinks business is. That's what all of them think business is. And then every time you turn around, these motherfuckers on influencer platform are giving them more opportunity. What, to expose themselves? To show off their talent or lack of talent? And then you, as an American citizen, have an opportunity to close their businesses down by not buying their product? However, we all know that these people are selling this country out to the Arabs as well as China. Take a look at what's going on the streets of your children's colleges. These colleges of Harvard and Columbia are the people in the future that were supposed to be the politicians. Do you feel safe with those people running the country? Well, I would tell you that I think they're sociopaths and serial KILLERSs. And I know it's hard for you to get out of your cloudy brain of what you've been taken out of to live in your uplift and joy. Well, I just want to be happy. Well, I'm sorry, but you decided to go the route of a TRANS, that's your responsibility to figure out how to make yourself satisfied with the existence of that of which the context of which you chose for yourself, because the rest of us don't agree with what Kay and Tay are up to. None of us believe what Addie McCracken and Brady are up to. We don't agree with Alex Earl or Alex Cooper. Industry might agree with it, and your little nasty children of Millennial and Gen Z might like that shit. But the rest of us out here who are really doing the shit in this fucking country to make this country go round are literally seen on every Fox News channel discussion where Donald Trump is at the Oval Office or the White House having the conversations that need to be had with real American heroes and the people that are actually interesting to talk to. You know, like the Navy football team. You know, like those strong men of the Navy. Those are the real heroes in this country. We don't want to hear from a fucking piece of garbage Mel Robbins talking about feelings. No one wants to talk about feelings when it comes to our own personal emotions. It's none of your fucking business. So all you do is bypass the feeling button and then give feelings out to everybody based on what? A Persian? And that's the recognition of what you want to understand. Persians don't have feelings. The only thing they know is money and control and I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. Stuff. I like stuff. I like stuff. I'm in love with stuff. And as long as I have stuff, I can be in any situation because I can just abuse the other person. And that means that it's your responsibility as the other person to stop them dead in their tracks. Well, I just really want you to like me. I'm really pretty, and look how pretty I am. And look at me walking. Ooh, let me do that weird face that I do. That's the devil face. Literally the devil face. And you're going to stand there and just like and love it, Ginger Beloved and Pegmore, aren't you? Now, you're going to take on the energy that you tried to put out because they tried to be in partnership with that shit because you wanted to overthrow an American citizen so that you can support a Mona Van. That literally is what these women at VCon 2022, you all stood around there and disrespected my fucking face because you wanted to make it in the business. And I said, oh, hell fucking no. And then I rammed your asses the whole fucking weekend. And you know I fucking did. And so what did they do instead? They made fake videos of them standing around laughing and giggling and kissing and touching to try to violate me more. And that just pushed me more to create more content to expose your asses out of Los Angeles and New York City. While they were fighting amongst each other, I was over there working diligently while you tried to sabotage me with all your fucking skateboard and your fucking podcast conversations. Fucked up pieces of shit. It's really all of you. You all have nothing to fucking say. You ain't got no interest in what other people say. You don't know how to have real conversations because you are afraid that you're going to have to say, I don't know. Do you understand that you don't have conversations when you're in podcasts? That means you don't connect to your audience. You don't connect to the person sitting in front of you. And then what you've done is you tried to create an airwave and an airwave conversation in the air of how gorgeous you all are. And everybody thinks you're ugly as shit on the inside, which makes you ugly as shit on the outside. So while you're over there acting like you're all successful and shit to your weird ass fucking network, I don't need that accolade or that validation from your nasty fucks. You know what I want? I want my community to understand that I'm fighting for their asses so that they don't have to do this kind of work, so that they can feel like they're being useful in their jobs and have purpose in life, because that's a real American and that's a real person with a good life. Not some dumb bitch who's standing on LA's corner with her prostitute short skirt going, join happiness and forgiveness. Join happiness and forgiveness. Here's a white wall so we can wash out the true story of what happened. You're not going to forget anything that bitch Mona Van has ever done, no matter how hard she tries, because I will not let any of you forget. You're going to feel it, you're going to know it, and you're going to recognize it in every student that she's ever tried to teach amongst the Kim Kardashian crew. Do you effing hear me? And the other part is you're not going to be afraid of them. You're going to stand up against that shit because we don't want you. Do you hear me, Kim Kardashian? We don't want you. We hate your asses.